it's Carolina from 30minutecrafts.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super simple and fun tiered pot organizer. It takes just a couple minutes to put it together and maybe a quick trip to the hardware store for the supplies. I'll take you through all the steps and the supplies you need to make it. Make sure to check the description box below this video. I always include supply lists, and that gives you the information that you need in order to complete this project. This is also part of Craft Lightning Week. My friend Angie from the Country Chic Cottage and I came up with Craft Lightning years ago, where we spend a whole week and dedicate it to one type of craft that can be done in 15 minutes or less. And this week we're sharing all clay pot crafts. She's got them over on the countrychicottage.net. I've got them up on 30minutecrafts.com, and we have a bunch of our crafty friends joining in as well. So make sure that you check out those projects on our sites, as well as watch how to make this. Here are our supplies. I have 2 clay pots, a large one and a small one, and these actually are part raw clay and then they are part glossy, and I bought them like this from Home Depot. I just thought they'd be super cute for this project. I then have a steel bar. I just found this at the hardware store as well at Home Depot, and I've cut off a piece. This is a 10-inch piece that I cut off just with a saw and did a flat cut, and so I've got this as my extra, and I'll put this aside. I then got some washers and nuts. The steel bar is a 3/8 inch, and so of course I've got my washers and my nuts are also 3/8 inch, and then I got a nice big round washer with the hole being 3/8 inch, and we'll talk about why this is so big in a little bit. This piece of wood here is actually a clock face that I bought at Michael's. The hole was exactly a perfect 3/8 inch, but that was a little too small for what I needed, so I actually drilled it a little bit bigger. And then I added this piece right here. This is called a T-nut, and there's 2 in a package. And I put the T-nut in through the back, and I just hammered this on. I'll show you the T-nut. It actually has some little barbs on it that go through into the wood and hold it in place. And so that's something for our metal bar to hold on to. And I went ahead and painted this. If you want to paint it in the same color, this is Folk Arts Cascade from Plaid, and you can just find this at the stores. So we can go ahead and start putting this together. We've got our 10-inch piece of steel bar, and we're just going to screw this in. It's pretty simple. And I can feel it coming through the back, so that means I've gone too far. I need to pull it back just a little bit so it doesn't come through the back. And now it sits flat, and you should be able to feel it when it sits flat. I'm going to just go ahead and set this large pot on top of it. The pots already have holes in the bottom, which is perfect. I don't need to have any kind of fancy ceramic bit. So I'm going to set this on top, and I'm going to center it. And that's where our washers and nuts come in. I'm going to place one washer right on top, and then screw on a nut. And this is just going to go all the way down. Once you've got that nut all the way down, you want to go ahead and secure that. You can secure it with your fingers if you feel good about it, or you can grab a wrench to do it. And you can see it's sturdily on there. It's not going anywhere. Now we're going to go ahead and do a second nut. And this one you're going to go down a couple inches. Maybe 3 inches, although you could go more. You do want it to be below the top of this pot right here. So I've gone down about 4 inches here, and that should be good. Then I'm going to take my washer and put it on top. And this is why it's important to get as large a diameter washer as possible for this project. This pot is going to get placed on top, and the larger diameter that washer is, the better. Now we're going to put another washer on top of here as well, and then add our final nut and screw it all down, and it'll be all put together. So now we have the pot all put together, and it's all solidly in there. The reason the top pot is a little deeper into the bottom pot is because we want to make sure that it has some stability, and this clock face wooden piece down at the bottom really helps give it that stability. You could, if you wanted, to do a third tier, but I would recommend setting it as well, so that you have a lot of stability going on with your pots. And now it's all ready. You can fill it with any of your tools or supplies. You can use it to plant plants. You could even use this for a fairy garden. There's all kinds of ways that you can use your tiered pot stand. I'm going to go ahead and fill this with some of my crafting tools. That's it, we're all done. I've got my organizer filled with supplies, and it's ready to be used. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you're not yet a subscriber, you can fix that. Hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell so that you know when new videos go up. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to put them in the comments box below, and I do read those comments and I answer them. Thanks again for being a subscriber and a watcher of my channel. I'll see you next time, and have a crafty day.